Sex scenes can be pretty awkward, and not just for the actors, but for the audience too. These pivotal moments can make or break a movie, and because the subject matter is so personal, it's hard to know how the scene will be received.
It's a personal choice, and I don't think it's weird at all.
But we can all agree that there are some scenes you just don't want to watch in the company of family. Here are 10 movie scenes you never want to watch with your parents.
And let's get this.
American Pie. Talking about the birds and the bees is a rite of passage, but when your dad is Eugene Levy, it could be a downright disaster.
Right.
American Pie is a teen comedy specifically about sex, right down to its title. After being told by a friend that doing the deed is just like warm apple pie, Jason Biggs' character takes the description literally. If you're mortified by the idea of talking to your parents about sex, imagine one of them walking in on you humping a pie.
Gee, what a total shocker.
With too many cringeworthy moments to count, it's safe to say that American Pie is best viewed in the company of friends, instead of relatives.
You need to get past that, because no ass is worth thinking that much about.
The 40-Year-Old Virgin. From his role as Michael Scott on TV's The Office to big screen features, Steve Carell is the master of awkward interactions. So masterful, in fact, that it feels like the 40-Year-Old Virgin was the role he was born to play. After some friends find out that he's never had sex, he kicks things into high gear and starts looking for some lady love. Director Judd Apatow and Carell co-wrote the story, so it should go without saying that the 40-Year-Old Virgin isn't traditional family fare. The slew of innuendo alone is enough to send most parents running for the hills. 8 Mile. The Curtis Hanson-directed 8 Mile follows the story of a budding rapper trying to break into the Detroit scene. The film's protagonist, Jimmy, played by Eminem, struggles through an unenjoyable day job, only to come home to an abusive and chaotic family. Along the way, Jimmy's luck starts to turn around and he meets Alex, played by Brittany Murphy, and the two have a romantic rendezvous. The performance might not have been 100% fake either, as the actors were involved with each other behind the scenes. Coupled with Hanson's shaky cam, this display is guaranteed to make any audience member feel like a fly on the wall. The Notebook. Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling are the pride of Canada, and in 2004, the rest of the world got to understand why. The Notebook is a love story for the ages, and tells of Allie and Noah, two kids from opposite sides of the tracks. It's hard to believe the two actors didn't get along at first, considering their natural energy on screen. After settling their differences, Gosling and McAdams pulled off one of the most iconic and romantic sex scenes of all time. Too bad it was cut short. Apparently, censors thought the original cut of the scene was too graphic, and threatened to pull the movie's PG-13 rating. Requiem For A Dream. Easily one of the most intense movies ever made, 2000's Requiem For A Dream isn't exactly the kind of movie you want to watch on family fun night. The Darren Aronofsky-directed film takes a hardcore look at the perils of drug use. As the story unfolds, the characters fall deeper into their addictions and take drastic measures to secure their next fix. Based on the 1978 Hubert Selby Jr. book of the same name, Aronofsky leaves nothing to the imagination. And while the movie is very highly rated, it's probably best to watch this one on your own. Black Swan. Ballet is a serious business, and in 2010, Black Swan director Darren Aronofsky showed audiences the darker side of dance. Natalie Portman took home an Oscar for her portrayal of Nina, a ballerina in distress. Throughout the movie, Portman wrestles to keep her grasp on reality as she descends into madness. Her dark side counterpart, Lily, played by Mila Kunis, takes Nina out on the town to dance their demons away, and their night ends in a passionate way. Or does it? Audiences are split on whether or not the passionate affair was reality or a construct of Nina's escalating delusions. Blue Valentine. Part of what makes 2010's Blue Valentine resonate so strongly with audiences is its raw depiction of the depths of love. It's one of those movies that you're happy you watched, but never want to sit through again. Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams are perfectly paired as a married couple whose relationship slowly erodes over time. The film has a few risque scenes, each showing a different stage in their relationship. One scene from the beginning of the relationship depicts oral sex, and was apparently too real for some critics. Nobody looks perfect during the act, and Hollywood has a habit of glossing over a lot of aspects of sex. But Blue Valentine avoids all cliches, and reminds viewers that real-world sex is just a little bit icky, even if you're Ryan Gosling. 50 Shades of Grey. We're not arguing that 50 Shades of Grey is a good movie, but we can't deny that it's a steamy one. The film takes a look at a young woman's raunchy journey into the private world of billionaire Christian Grey. Based on the book of the same name, the movie was controversial. Director Sam Taylor Johnson and author E.L. James's depiction of BDSM has sparked conversation around the culture of sexual consent, and has some people asking where artistic liberty ends and real-life consequences begin. With the whole story revolving around sex, it's not a surprise that 50 Shades was met with such a mixed enthusiasm. Sure, your mom may have this book on her bookshelf, but that doesn't mean you want to bond over it.
We bingo, bango, ready to go?
Superbad. Superbad follows the story of virgins Seth and Evan as they attempt to navigate high school. Parties, booze, and sex are all on the menu. Sort of.
I brought a little bottle of spermicidal lube, too.
At one point, Evan has the opportunity to get down with his crush Becca at a party, but their drunkenness gets in the way.
The best blowjay ever.
The two are on completely different wavelengths, neither one listening to the other. The on-screen clumsiness is nothing compared to what you'll feel as it unfolds. The only thing that can make it more painful, watching it with your parents. Ah, young love.
Relax, sweetheart. Relax.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Margot Robbie's star has been rising steadily over the past few years, and fans can't wait to see her take on Harley Quinn in the upcoming Suicide Squad. Audience members might remember her as Naomi LaPaglia in 2013's The Wolf of Wall Street. The Martin Scorsese film chronicles the life of Jordan Belfort, a stockbroker with the world at his fingertips. One thing he can't always have, though, is Naomi, who knows how to manipulate him. The actress was fully committed to the role and insisted on staying true to the character, even after being covered in paper cuts, thanks to a scene where the two get down on top of a pile of money. It's like they say, mo money, mo super painful paper cuts? So what did you think of our list? Did we miss any of your favorite steamy moments? Tell us about them in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.